So now let's talk about research experience and how important it is. For WNU, we have a mandatory experimental psychology lab class, but taking this class does not count as a research experience. Let me tell you the minimum requirements of research experience. I will encourage any students to go to a professor and volunteer to conduct a study. Of course, it's related to the subfield of your interest, and that's why it's better you decide a discipline or subfield as soon as possible, so you know what kind of research you want to conduct. And then submit it to a poster section in the conference. Now you better start conducting this study in your junior year. If it's too early, you probably don't know enough. If it's too late, then you don't have enough time. Because the study can take at least up to 6 months to a year to complete. Depends on how you conduct the study, your target participants, and so on. Some people probably will think, wow, the poster section is hard to get in. Actually, the acceptance rate for poster in the conference is usually really high. Up to this point, I haven't seen any of my students or myself's poster submission being rejected. Plus, a psychology conference usually is held in the big city. So for example, a conference called WPA, in 2018 they will be in Portland. Another conference called SWPA, in 2018 they will be in Houston, I believe. Every year they switch different cities. So we've been to California cities like Sacramento, Irvine, some cities in Texas like San Antonio, or Las Vegas in Nevada. This is a good chance to go there free of charge because you can apply for funding that covers everything from plane tickets to lodging and meals. So you can go to a conference, present your poster to everyone, do the networking, and at the same time you explore the city, and it's free. It's really a good deal if you ask me. If you need to know more information about those conferences, contact me. Now, this poster session is the minimum requirement. So what more can you do if you want to be even a little bit more competitive? For example, you can do more research. Now, if possible, maybe you can try submitting to student journals for publication. That would be even more impressive. A student journal coming to my mind is called psych. If you are in honor society, you have this chance. You can contact me for more information. Also, I will encourage you to be a teaching assistant, because I'm teaching experimental and statistics. If you think you are confident enough, you have good grades, and you are a reliable student, contact me for more information. Also, research assistant, professor. How important is research experience? Let me just simplify it by saying, without research experience, it's difficult, if not possible, to get into a decent graduate school. In research assistant, RA, I personally have a research lab, and I'm recruiting exceptional students in every spring semester. So if you have a 3.5 GPA or higher, and you are a hardworking and reliable student. Now, sometimes if your GPA is a little bit lower, depends on different situations, I might give you a chance. Now, if you meet those criteria, you can request an interview. Both online and face-to-face students are welcome. As I said, WNU in this town, we are not big research universities, so we're not equipped with a lot of research resources. So if you want to do something like brain scan, MRI machine, we probably cannot do that, of course. However, a lot of things that we can try to adjust. Now, for online students, chances are because you cannot physically come to campus, you probably will do correlational studies. In other words, something like surveys. But if you want to conduct something similar to experiment, we can manage, because when conducting surveys, usually you use something like Google Forms, SurveyMonkeys. We can manage to have a design similar to experiment. Or if you know some therapist or psychologist, nearby who can supervise you when you conduct experiments, it probably is also possible. For face-to-face students, I will encourage you to conduct experiments. But if you have some interesting ideas about correlational studies, surveys, by all means, we can discuss. Anyhow, there are a lot of possibilities.